Guys, I just want to give you guys an awesome update how awesome yesterday was, but I want to give you this reminder. Before I talk about yesterday, I want to give you this to remember. So if you're waiting at the school bus, if you're about to head to school, if you're struggling in school right now, if you're struggling with life and anything right now, I'm going to tell you something. I really want you to listen to this, okay? You know when you're driving, right? Yesterday I was driving, and I drive a lot, right? I drive all over the place to deliver these books, all over the place, and I love it, right? But when you drive, sometimes you make wrong turns. I mean, you ever been driving, right, and you make a wrong turn, and then for a second you get mad, your GPS starts rerouting, right? You just make this wrong turn, and then you keep driving and driving and driving. And then as you're driving, right, you're looking for that U-turn, right? You're looking for that U-turn. And I realized something yesterday because I miss a lot of turns when I'm driving. I always mess up on the maps, right? But as I was driving, I kept looking for that U-turn. And I said to myself, that's just like life, guys. That's just like right now for you. Right now, you might have made a wrong turn, right? We all make wrong turns in life. It's part of life, right? But eventually you're going to get to that U-turn. And when you get to that U-turn, guys, I promise you, as you ride that U-turn, you turn around, you're going to end up exactly where you're supposed to be, in the most beautiful spot of your life, right? But you have to make those wrong turns to get to those U-turns in life. And if you don't make those wrong turns, you never get there. So the wrong turns are a part of life, guys. So right now in school, you might think you're making wrong turns. You might think all the things that you're doing is just pushing you in this wrong direction. It's not. You're on the right direction. And eventually what's going to show up in your lane is going to be this U-turn, this beautiful U-turn made just for you. And that U-turn are all your struggles, right? And as you go around the bend, your struggles are going to turn into strengths, and your strengths are going to build, and the momentum's going to build, right? And the bigger the U-turn, right? The more wrong the turn, the bigger the U-turn, the better the comeback, the stronger the strength. And it comes all the way around. And then you start making your comeback. And then you start proving everyone wrong. And then you start proving your mom right. And then you start proving it to yourself. And then you start changing the way you saw yourself because of that wrong turn. That wrong turn was your strength the whole time. You had to make that wrong turn. So guys, right now, in your life, if you feel like you made that wrong turn, I want you to keep going. Keep going. Keep going, because I promise you that U-turn is coming. And when that U-turn comes, I want you to go around it. I want you to remember everything I'm telling you right now. That your struggles, right, will fade. And they will morph into strengths as you whip around the bend, as you come around that bend. And it's like this transformation as you come around. And then you start to make up for lost time. And you start to do it. And you start to see it. And that's the reason why you make it. You have the advantage here, guys. And yes, you've been on that wrong turn. You made a bunch of wrong turns. That's okay. You're supposed to. You have to. You have to make wrong turns to have the best comeback ever. You have to go down the wrong road to come up the best road ever, right? You have to. It's all part of it, guys. So I want you to smile in these moments. I want you to smile with these wrong turns. And I want you to understand, I know I'm calling it a wrong turn, but it's really the right turn. Because if you don't go down that right way, right, what you think is the wrong way, you don't find that U-turn. We have to go down the wrong way to get to that U-turn. So remember that, guys. So right now, if you're in school and you feel this way, I want you to keep working hard. I want you to keep believing in yourself. I want you to keep powering forward, right? I want you to keep going, right? Keep going. I promise you, you will see that U-turn. It happens to me every single day. Every single day. Then you're back on track. But the best thing about it is you're back on track and you're unstoppable now. Because you were down that road. You were down that tough road. That tough road, right? And you just kept going. You just kept going. And then that U-turn showed up. So guys, don't stop until you see that U-turn. I promise you it's coming. I promise you it's going to be there. And sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes you'll watch other people find their U-turns before you. That doesn't mean yours isn't coming. That means you should look at them and say, I'm so happy for you. I can't wait for my day. My day is coming. My time is coming. Build the people up that are with you. Build the people up that are struggling, and you'll build yourself up along the way. I promise you. I promise you. All right, guys? So that's my advice to you today, whether you're in college, you're in high school, you're in middle school, you're in elementary school, whether you're just struggling to get on the bus, whether you're struggling just to pass that vocab test, or maybe you're in the library just studying and studying and studying, you just keep failing, right? I promise you, your U-turn is coming, but you can't quit. And you don't get to that U-turn when you stop. You get there by showing up every single day when you don't want to. By showing up when you don't think you're going to make it, but you show up anyway. By showing up and showing up and showing up. And that's why I show up, guys. Guys, thank you so much.